tonight, emotional awareness. This is something that we all need to tap into. And as I was preparing for this talk tonight, I was aware that obviously there's the whole chronic pain side of your emotional attachment to that. But the question is, what other emotions are attached to the chronic pain emotion? There are different states. You've got a condition called alexithymia, something I can relate to, which is people who find it difficult to relate to any sort of feeling. So they're feeling maybe irritable, they're feeling upset, and they don't really understand what that emotion is, to the very point that they've got no feelings. Now, the opposite of that is overwhelm. If you're completely overwhelmed with depression or anxiety, you know fine well that is a big issue in your life. But the struggle is, well, how do you deal with that? So you got this variety of scale from nothing to full-blown emotion. And another way of looking at the scale is the pinnacle of emotion would be joy. And we're going to go step down different emotions down to the more severe ones. You've got joy at the top, you've got love, you've got peace, contentment. And as you come down towards the more neutral, you maybe get slightly, blah feeling, unemotive, maybe feel a little bit irritable. Now we're moving into the more so-called negative emotion. You got frustration, maybe you got some anxiety or depression or anger and rage, and that can, unfortunately for some, escalate to a point of suicidal activity and death. So you got that range of joy all the way down to severe depressional or suicidal depression. Now let's move on. Well, what is emotion? What is it? Well, one way of describing it, maybe the poetic way of describing it, would be it's the language of the soul. It's your soul talking through the body. What is going on in your life right now? Where is it felt? Well, it's felt in several places. It can be felt in your head. You can see that with the grimacing on people's faces if they're really depressed or they're really worried. The classic emojis that we have in our IT world these days are excellent ways of expressing emotion. We also feel it in the heart. If you feel love, you feel compassion, you feel sorrow, you can feel it in your heart. And that's the emotional heart, not the physical pump. And then you got the gut. My gut feeling is I should go and do that right now. So you're feeling it in your core of your belly, in the solar plexus, just at the top of your abdomen. So different places that you can feel emotion. Obviously, if you've got pain anywhere in the body, you would feel the pain there. So emotion is something that is all around us. We can experience it in different ways at different times. So the goal with emotional awareness and with emotional management is to move up the scale. So maybe you're really enraged with something and you want to move up the scale towards anger. And then after that, maybe depression, and then maybe anxiety. So wherever you may be on that scale, you want to head up towards feeling better. Because if you're feeling better, then your body can heal more easily. And sometimes all we can do in the depths of emotion is to stay at one place for a little while before we can actually move up the scale. Some people find that sleeping is an excellent way of changing our emotional state. So going for sleep, and that's something that I do. Be very helpful. Breaking the cycle of negativity, and then when you're waking up, deal with the emotion. So negative emotion is a warning from your soul that there's something not quite right. And my recommendation on this big subject is because it's a challenging thing to deal with, just slow down and start reflecting. Why am I feeling so miserable? Was it because I had lack of sleep last night? Was it because I had an argument with my friend or my lover? What happened to you to feel like this? And if you really don't know, just ask the question, why? And go off and distract yourself, do something else. And often answers can just come to us and we get insight into that. Another way is speak to a good friend, somebody who knows you. It could be a family member. Just have a chit chat, problem solve, brainstorm, ask some questions, and then the answers can come up. It's really important when we're feeling down and if we're struggling with emotion, is not to be an island. We're not here as single entities on this planet of 7 billion people. We're here as communities, small communities, bigger communities, tribes, cultures. So it's important to connect with people so you don't feel alone, and you can have a conversation, and you can have a little management plan towards making you feel better. So just one thing on this subject, you may be feeling low, or you may be feeling normal, you may be feeling quite good, quite happy on the scale, but there will be a cycle, and it's a very normal cycle of up and down and stable, and up and down and stable. And if you're down a lot of the time and getting overwhelmed, you need medical advice. It's very important you go and see a practitioner about that. But if you don't really need to go and see a practitioner, then do things that make you feel better. Take the simple things. It could be the fact that there's light shining through the window. You know, the raindrops are on the windowsill, or a flower is in your house. Just spend a moment focusing on the simple things all around us. Going for a walk, excellent thing to do. Appreciate the leaves falling or the clouds moving, you know. See a child smiling or laughing, or somebody on their bicycle, whatever it may be. Just try and stop, pause, and appreciate that moment. And the more we focus away from the negativity towards the positivity in our lives all around us, then we lift our spirits up, we feel better, and if we're feeling better, then it's fundamental to helping ourselves in the day and also with our chronic pain. So, really important. Think about becoming more positive in your day, wherever you may be on that scale. It's okay to tread water if you can't get any better up that scale. It's really important to do things, simple things, that can help you on the path. So that's my message for tonight: emotional awareness and how to make small progresses in your day that in the end can help your chronic pain, because that too is an emotional experience. So I hope you like this subject. Please leave a comment in the comment section here. I welcome your ideas about subject matters to talk about. Share the news, tell a friend, get them to come along and listen, and I welcome your feedback, and I'll get back to you. So that's tonight's message, and I hope you have a great evening or a great day wherever you are in the world, and I look forward to next week's live stream once again. Thanks so much.